As we all know, there are different platforms for us to get our financial data. And these platforms include, we have Fred, we have Yahoo Finance, we have Cargo, and lots more. But in this video, we'll be sourcing our financial data from Yahoo Finance. So you want to do import Y Finance as YF. Now, it is not paramount for you to use YF. YF is just an alias to Yahoo Finance. But you know, in the space, people are just used to using YF, and when you see YF, you can tell what it represents. And also, we'll do import Pandas as PD. We are dealing with the big 7 stock market data. So what we want to do is that we want to create our tickers into a list because we are dealing with more than one stock market data. So we want to create a list to accommodate all of that. And the ticker for Apple is AAPL, then Microsoft is represented as MSFT. There is no rule to this. However you choose to list your tickers, you can choose to make Google come forward before. There is no rule to that. And the next is Amazon, next is Meta, and Tesla is represented as TSLA. Now that we have our tickers listed, we want to now extract the data from Yahoo Finance platform. I'm naming it as a variable called multi-index data, and you will get to understand why I'm doing this by the time we get to some level in the video. We want to say yf.download tickers, which is the tickers that was represented here. So we want to extract the stock data that belongs to all of these tickers, now we want to say our start date. When do we want it to start from and when do we want it to end? I won't be going into 2020 or 2021 due to COVID and the markets recovering after COVID. 2022, which means 2022, the month and the day. Then the end date, 2025, the month and the day. So let me just comment this so you get to understand what it is doing. Naming and grouping the stock into a list. Right, so we want to run this. And please note that for you to be able to download the data from Yahoo Finance, you have to turn on your network. You don't need your network to run Jupyter Notebook, but you need to be connected to the internet so that you are able to access the Yahoo Finance platform. The next thing we want to do is we want to check the data that we've extracted. In this case, we run this variable. Now, going through this, you can see that we have close, we have the high, open, and we have the volume. But something is missing, which is the adjusted close. Financial data, adjusted close is very, very important because of things like splits. If company splits the price of a particular stock at a particular time, if at the end of the day, the price is not being adjusted, it's going to affect the price of the stock market of that particular day, because at the end of the day, you are going to see a rigorous fall in the price without knowing that it was splitted. And for that reason, we work with adjusted close very much. It is very important. So what we want to do is now we want to go back to this. Auto adjust is equals to false. That means automatically auto adjust is set to true. So we want to run this and then we'll see the update. So let's run data and then we have adjusted close in the data. Now, looking at the structure of this data, this is multi-index. I mean, if we export this data right now into Excel, it's going to be clearer because we have dates here as the index. 2 layers of column. Adjusted close is a column. Close is a column. Open is a column, and so on like that. And we also have the stickers. These stickers, the name of the companies, as a column. So for that reason, we have a multi-index data here. And it will be difficult for us to work with this kind of data in Excel. For that reason, we'll be doing some cleaning and reshaping. If you want to go on to read this to Excel file for you to see it clearly, please do, and I'm going to take you through the step of how to do that so that you are able to see it and get why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so if you want to go ahead to read to Excel files, what you have to do is just call the name of the data. So you want to say data dot to Excel. If you want to convert to CSV, all you have to do is to CSV, and then the name that you desire to name your data. Let's say in this case, we want to name it multi-index multi-index stock data, right? Dot XLSX, right? So when we run this, it's definitely going to be saved in your laptop locally. You can have access to it.